My name is Steve. This is my What's in the Bag. So this all started last year with the purchase of this. I really needed a 3-wood that I could actually hit, and I struggled to find one. Went to a fitting, hit this with a couple different shafts, hit a Maverick, hit a Steve Strixon ZX. This one was the overwhelming favorite. And it wasn't the favorite because it was the longest. It was the one that I could not miss. And when I missed it, it still went straight. What helped was this Ventus in a 7X. It's a good weight. It's a standard length. I set it at standard at 15 degrees. And this might be my Stenson 3-wood. It's unreal. It's so good. But I like the look of it so much that I swapped out my G400 that I still have from the LST. This is an 8 degree, just a Sim 2, not the Max. And the decision to go 10C over the Ventus was based a little bit on what Maddie and Ian were talking about on the TXG video when they were testing the shaft versus the Ventus Black. And the Ventus just seemed a little too stout. I could probably get it around, but this one had a little bit more of a blue profile, and that really was appealing to me. So far, so good. Irons. For a long iron, I've had this one in my bag for 2 years now, excuse me. HMB, 3-iron, standard loft, 1 degree up. What I really enjoy about this iron is that this one doesn't hit moon balls. It's penetrating, great feel, and really forgiving. That pairs well with this 223 set. And what I really like about these 223s is, if you look at the sole, there's a pretty good width there. And I'm not going to break out the measurements. You can look online if you want to get the specifics. But I learned the hard way with an older set of irons that were very thin soled. And if you're having a bad swing day, forget it. These have been wonderful. Yesterday, I missed a 7-iron, and I just missed it probably a little bit off the toe, probably right around here. But I felt almost, I'm not going to call it a gear effect, but I felt it working. And I wasn't far off my target. And I can attribute that to just the technology here. What's interesting is how they forge these. The 8-9 pitch with your 1025, and then your 4-7 are the chromoly. Now, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on this. I don't know why. My easiest understanding of this is that they don't need the spring effect, whatever you want to call it, off of the shorter irons. So this is just to get a little extra pep and a little jump. And if I'm wrong about that, someone feel free to correct me. Someone smarter than me. Wedges, we got SM8 in the 50, and the 54 and the 60 or the 9. Everything that you're seeing online with the new 9 technology was that they were putting more mash up by the toe. So you can see there, I'm a nip-on modest guy ever since 3 years ago. That's a shaft for me. I've got a Mez. I'm part of the lab testing group that's coming this week. This is the current gamer. This is a Phantom X 11.5. This thing is the cat's meow will say that. This is a phenomenal putter. I've never been a Cameron guy. This is the first mallet I put in my bag that I absolutely adore. It feels good. It stays on line for me, and my speed control is really, really good. Plus, I just really like this grip. I did a lot of trades growing up, and feeling like a hammer in my hand was nice. For the golf balls, last year's TaylorMade TP5, good ball, a little spinny for me, but still goes well. I had a custom batch made. And this year, no surprise, this one's the jam so far. It's a good feel, doesn't spin too much, it's long. So far so good. And they just notched a buy two get one. These ones aren't included, but the XV is. So that's that. That's the bag. Puffer light. And my dude. Anything to say? Are we good? Everybody have a good day.